What's up? What's up? Back with another one. Responsible Degenerate podcast. I'm your host, Robbie. That's my host, Mel. Mel,
What's
what's
up?
up,
What's up?
baby?
Chilling, chilling. One day at a time. You know how we do.
How you feeling? You feeling good? Feeling great?
Feeling good, man. Yeah, man.
Uh,
Blessed to be here, alive, breathing. And, things could be
Woo.
worse. So, at the end of
Facts.
the day, just happy to be here.
And we woke up black.
Feel me?
And we woke
Black,
up black. And we woke
biggity
up
black.
black. Yes, sir. Today, another great day in women's basketball, man. This what we've been waiting for,
Ooh,
man. All
come
of
on, man.
non-conference game. This
On
is
the
what
edge
we've
of
been
our
waiting
seats.
for,
Come
man.
on now. Got the
Yes,
heart racing,
yes,
heart
yes,
pounding, yelling in the
yes.
crib. This is what we want, man. It's beautiful.
Sir, Odie Crooks, Iowa State went down today.
Mm.
By Baylor. Baylor beat them. Yeah, we might have to put Duke back on the schedule. They won like 6 in a row.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Duke probably saw some of our videos
Uh,
early on. Like, yeah, let me tap into that.
Duke won 6 in a row. Like, it's great day. A great day in sports, man. Great day in
Hmm.
sports, man. They might be ranked next week. Who knows? They beat Notre
Yeah.
Dame. But we got 3 games for y'all today. We're gonna start with the game y'all might have just saw if it's LSU against Vanderbilt.
Great
Oof,
one. Mm-mm.
oof, oof.
Mm-mm.
Vanderbilt stays undefeated. They take down LSU. LSU now has lost 2 in a row, led by, of course, the babyface baller, Michaela Blakes,
Mm.
32 points.
Oh my God.
Galvin, 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name? Washington has some big rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
LSU, Zaya Johnson, 10 points. Malaysia for Wiley did start today.
Yeah.
She played better today. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, but did have
Mm-hmm.
5 turnovers. Gotta
Yeah.
cut that down. Michaela Williams, she wasn't as good today. She finished with 12, and I'm a little surprised by this one. Flaw J, 0 points. That
Yeah. That's.
she kind of her draft stock right now. Like the last 2 games when they finally get teams of their competition of their on their level, she has not performed well. But going 0, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Richard, because the somebody in the comments said, I think either me or you said Richard. So
That
we
was probably
apologize.
me.
Yeah, we
Yeah. We
apologize.
apologize. We
Yeah,
appreciate y'all.
yeah.
Y'all letting us know what is Louisville, Richard,
Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah. Louisville. Yeah. We appreciate y'all letting us know, man.
Yeah, Rashad 13 points. But
Richard.
Mel, what's your takeaway on this game, Mel?
Yeah, listen, man, it was a great game. Back and forth, but I will say it was messy in the beginning. I mean, turnovers after turnovers. But listen, man, it ended the way that, it should, competitive down to the wire, you know what I'm saying, feet on the edge of the seat, sitting on the edge of your seat. And I will say, man, listen, LSU definitely, when they came out the gate, I'm just like, yo, like what's going on? I feel like when the game started, you could tell they was playing with a lot of pressure. You can tell, like watching them play, they was pressing, just like the careless turnovers. I think they started off the game with like 3 straight turnovers. You know what I'm saying? And it took them a while to really get into the game. And Vanderbilt, Michaela Blakes had an amazing first quarter. Was hitting threes, getting to the rim, being the force that she is. But I will say, man, from an LSU standpoint, I want to just start off by saying this. Malaysia Fuwali, let's give her credit. She definitely bounced back from last game and definitely performed better. You know what I'm saying? Like I know there's a lot of people, criticizing her and things like that, like how we was mentioning before, man. Like all great players have tough games. It's all about the bounce back. And even though she didn't have the best game, she played better and she almost led that team, you know, to the promised land, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely great to just see her bounce back, even just like the defensive pressure that she had on Galvin, like really coming in with intent, like, okay, I'm gonna do my best to lock down my defender. I'm gonna do my best to, put pressure on the ball. And that definitely did help because even in the second quarter, like how we mentioned before, Makeda Blakes was on one that first quarter, but in that second quarter, she struggled. I think she only had like two
Mm-hmm.
points, and the difference is the matchup. Originally, it was Floor J on Michaela Blakes, and I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I love Big Foe. She's music wise, she's incredible, great player as well. But she was getting carved up against Michaela Blaze, like getting beat backdoor when Malaysia Fawali had the, kind of cover and things like that. It just seemed as if like Florget, something was off. I don't know if it was like a lack of confidence or just not being in rhythm. And even throughout the game, like there was times where Kim Mulkey would put her in, put her back in the game just to see what can she give, but just ultimately she just didn't seem engaged in the game, and that really hurt LSU. You know what I'm saying? They definitely needed her offense, but that's where Malaysia Fawali definitely picked it up and was able to score the ball. I know she missed she missed a few easy layers, but at the end of the day, like even the one she had on the fast break, once she got that still off of Galvin, when she missed it, she went right back up. So she was able to get some offensive rebounds off her misses and go back up. But at the end of the day, Malaysia Fawali, she definitely played with more confidence. So I'm definitely proud of her. I also want to give a shout out to the big Kate Koval. She had 9 points, 10 rebounds. She did miss like a few bunnies, but at the end of the day, she was down there battling on the glass and things like that. So I want to definitely give her some credit. Jada Richard, definitely like her game. You know what I'm saying? She definitely seems, poised for the most part. When they needed like a nice little mid range, a nice little 2 pointer, she was able to be that offensive option. But I was just saying them turnovers, it was just inexcusable. I mean,
Yeah.
22 turnovers is inexcusable, and it's just like careless turnovers, whether it's like trying to throw the ball from one side of the court to the next or moving too fast. I feel like LSU was just moving too fast. Even Vanderbilt. Listen,
Mhm.
Vandy
Both.
wasn't
Yeah.
looking good. They wasn't disciplined as well. Where it's just like, the ball movement wasn't clean. And, after that first quarter, it just seemed like Vanderbilt, they kind of was in their own way as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, luckily,
Mhm.
Michaela Blake's had a superstar performance, or else that game could have easily been in LSU hands. So, and
Mhm.
I definitely want to show love to Aubrey Galvin, because even though
Yeah.
Malaysia Fuwali was disrupting her a lot in that first quarter, she stuck with it. She was able to get some shots. She didn't really shoot particularly well, but she was aggressive. She was looking for her shot when nobody else really was. So I think from a Vanderbilt standpoint, they definitely have to find, ways for other players to get some easy shots. Because, like I said, second quarter, like Michaela Blakes was having a hard time, like even making a shot. Like I know she took like a hard fall and she landed on her hip. She didn't really seem the same, you know, after that for a little bit, and obviously she ended up turning up. But yeah, just overall, I think Vanderbilt definitely they did what they needed to do, but it really was Michaela Blake. She won that game for them. You know what I'm saying? And LSU did a great job on the boards this time. They, 48-28, destroyed them. But I mean, them turnovers is what cost them that game, and it's
Mhm.
crazy because it's just like, you know, they're so talented where they can have 22 turnovers and only lose by 4. So it just shows you if they're just able to clean things up a little bit, they can get by. But at the end of the day, they have to look more poised, more disciplined than they did. Like I said, Michaela Williams didn't play well. She hit a big shot towards the end to, I think, cut it to like, I think
Three. I think
one
it's
to three. Yeah, like close
mhm.
to things like that. But yeah, story of the game is just Flaugier, man. I just think to have 0 points in a
Burn that
game
draft
where
stock.
you're
Mhm.
guarding the person or a player who was on that Team USA team, who was
Mhm.
getting more minutes to you, and she was
Mhm.
just out there baking,
Preach, Merrill.
carving,
Preach,
destroy,
Merrill.
like to the point where that was the first time where I seen Flaugier, and it looked like she didn't have any confidence. And it was like Michaela Blake saw that. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna attack you. This is what we want." It didn't seem
Mhm.
like she was mentally strong enough in that moment. And we've seen Flaugier, have great
Mhm.
games and turn up. She's definitely capable of that. But for whatever
Mhm.
reason, this game, she just seemed out of it. And I'm just really, disappointed from a basketball standpoint on how she performed, because this was the game where you come out like the same energy she had when she played Duke and she was yelling in Carol Lawson's ear like, yeah, and
Mhm.
this was the perfect time to do that. You was guarding
Mhm.
Michaela Blakes,
Mhm.
and you had that performance. You didn't. She
Uh-huh.
didn't score.
Uh-huh.
And defensively, I mean, she was getting carved up. So yeah, definitely shout out to Vanderbilt for doing what they had to do. Great game. I will say at the end though, when they was trying to double team and get the ball out of somebody's hand, Michaela Blakes
Yeah,
did
that
step
was
on that line.
yeah, they missed
She
that.
did step on that line, and it's
Yeah, they
like, come
missed
on,
that.
ref, you got to see that. But
Yeah,
they
they
did what
missed
they
that.
needed to do. LSU, you can't turn the ball over that much, so that definitely hindered them for sure.
they missed the call. I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah. Where was all that rah rah you have for Carol Lawson for
yeah.
Michaela Blake? Like, where was that rah rah? Where was that? Where was that?
Rough.
What was she doing when she hitting threes and talking? And like, where was that at? Like, where was that at when the girl that was in front of you, where you could have put on like, yeah, I'm a bust hot today. You go out there and drop zero donut. Like me
Yeah,
and you got the same amount of points. Me, you, and Mel.
crazy. Guy's crazy. Shout out Floyd.
we combine for the same amount of points. And then
So
she's saying like she want to be the number one draft pick. We put her as a top 5 6 draft pick. You come out here on a big game, big stage, and you give a zero.
yeah, not like that.
We ain't going for that. But Michaela Blake's is a motherfucking dog. Like
Mm,
dog, ripped that heart out her chest, ripped it out. Give me that.
yeah,
Come on, like turnovers, like you said, 22 turnovers. That's way, 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 way too much. Like
can't happen.
you out rebounded them by 20, but where they got beat at turnovers, 22-12. 3-pointers, they made 3-10. So
Hmm.
it kind of balanced out, them getting on them rebounds. And nasty work, man. But and I don't maybe you could enlighten me because I don't know why they switched the starting 5, taking Rashard out and put Malaysia in there. Like, why?
I
What was
think they
that
just
for?
wanted.
Like,
I think they just wanted to change it up after last performance. I guess she just wanted to shake it up and just kind of give instead of just having Malaysia come off the bench. And it turned out
mm,
it worked because Malaysia did play
mm,
better. And I just guess from a standpoint of like let me just switch up lineups and try to get something
mm.
different. She wanted
to
to shake it up a bit.
like a sign of panicking. You was like what? But they was like 13. What they was like 14-0, 14-0 with that same lineup. You lose one game, now you want to switch all of a sudden for what? Like it was working. So why one L gonna make you switch it? Like and then you got that you switch it. Now you got no point guard on the floor, and now you get 22 turnovers. Like how
Yeah.
much? Rashard had 1 turnover. So what we got? We got Joyner 3, Johnson 3, Fawadi 5, Michaela 4, Floor J 2. So
Damn.
so you got no point guard now. So like I'm confused. So now I don't get that, man. I don't get the taking out the lineup
Mhm.
just to like Malaysia was gonna have a great game. Like she had great games all year off the bench. So like her starting like she could have put up 12. What she had 12, 8, and she could have did that off the bench. She ain't gotta start like ain't like she went there and lit it up. She
Yeah.
played better than before than last game, yes, but she didn't light it up. 13 points, like 7, like come on. I don't get that point, man.
Mhm.
But the 2 dogs in that cage, man, and Michaela and them came out with
And
it.
she willed
Came
that
out.
team. She
Yeah, like
literally was like, "Yo, give me the rock. I'm
and
taking y'all
one.
home. I'm
And
taking
one.
y'all home."
Great pass to I forgot who was that in the corner. 3. I'm like, yo, like we got a game. Like they might actually. I'm like, cause I'm thinking like LSU might, like they mad, whatever. They gonna come out, play better, play hard. They probably gonna beat a Vandy, but nah, that did not happen, man. LSU has lost 2 in a row, so
Yeah,
now, so
that's
now,
that's
so
bad.
now, so now it's making their schedule that they played before look even worse now, cause like y'all was beating up on them teams, and as soon as y'all play y'all conference play, y'all are 0-2 now, 0 and
Yeah,
2.
lineup changes,
A lot
own
of
lineup change, and it didn't work. So now it's just like you're uncertain on like, yo, what do I go back? Do I sit? It
what I'm
just seems
saying,
like there's
like
a lot going on right now.
yeah, I don't get that, man. And like you said, Gavin, she didn't shoot well, but she was aggressive. Like
She was
she
aggressive,
was
yeah.
aggressive. Like
She
you
kept
had to
going.
like your shot not gonna always go in. Just stay aggressive with it, and then you're gonna make stuff happen. You're gonna make plays happen, no matter if like you're gonna make. And she did. She made plays happen. She had a couple big threes, 4 for 10 tonight.
Yeah.
Uh, great game, man. Great game, man. I'm just and Flaw J draft stock. I don't know, man. I don't think before they had her like top 6 or whatever it was, top 5.
Mhm.
I don't think she going top five no more, Mel. To be honest, bro.
Yeah, it's tough because I was watching the game
Mm,
and I'm like, it's not like she was taking, it's not like she was just missing or like, it just, she literally seemed like she was disengaged. And
mm,
like I said,
mm,
in a matchup where you're literally guarding Michaela Blakes, if I'm Floyd, you already know what people are going to talk. We already know that's the matchup we're
mm.
paying attention to. This is the perfect moment to be like, I'm going at her. And listen, at
Fact.
the end of the day, if you missing shots or whatever, being a sir, it's all right. At the end of the day,
For
we appreciate you being aggressive, but to the point where
four
she looked
shots.
like the life was taken out of her, it looked like she didn't want to be on the court. And I'm just like, this isn't the floor jam I'm used to seeing. Like, what's going on and things like that. So I just feel like from that standpoint, I
Mm,
was just like, damn, I was really looking forward to her just putting on, like coming out like, yo, I'm here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
mm.
should have got more
Yeah,
minutes on Team USA. It was the perfect opportunity. But
it
at the end of the
was.
day, to not score, to be it's not even like she was playing good defense or rebounding or assisting. She was a hindrance to
It's
the
a body.
team
It's a
on the
body out
court.
there.
And it hurts for me to say that because I love Florida, but we just being honest about what we see
Mm,
on the court. At the end of the
mm,
day, she didn't show up in a game where they really needed even if she would have played okay, they would have probably escaped that game because like I said, Vanderbilt wasn't playing good until until Michaela
mm.
Blake's put that hero cape on. It was like I'm taking y'all home. That was a winnable game for LSU, but I
Was.
mean, them turnovers just killed them. Even though they won the rebounding battle by a lot, Sarah Washington came up with some big offensive rebounds. And yet again, off of a missed free throw, you allowing somebody to get the rebound. That can't happen. So LSU, man, is not looking good. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pulling for them. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm rooting for Florida. I'm like, come on, LSU, like let's get it together. And they just ended up faltering. And it's only gonna get tougher from here.
And next week they got Texas.
Ah, woo.
Mm, yeah,
If
yeah.
rebounding is an issue, like I said, I know they played better this time
Uh,
rebounding wise, but go up
mm,
against Kyla Oldacre, see what
yeah.
she gonna let somebody go in that paint. All right.
Next week they got Texas, man. Oh man, man. Yeah, like you can't have zero. Like zero is nuts. That's like I'd rather you go cherry pick and get a basket or
Get
something.
something, get something, get some assists, get some blocks, rebounds. She just looked like she was just disengaged. The spirit wasn't there.
Yeah, man. That's
Ruin for her,
yeah,
man. Ruin for you,
yeah,
Flo.
man. I don't know. Do they sell college jerseys?
Yeah, they do. Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, each
I'm
team
giving
has
me
like a team
yeah,
store, team website where you could buy.
yeah. I'm giving me a Michaela one. I don't know how much they cost, but I'm giving me a
Okay.
Michaela one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
need. Yeah, I
need
need
that.
that. I need that.
Need
Yeah,
that.
need that dog.
Yeah.
I don't know where she from. I think she's from Chicago, right? I think
Let
so,
me
but
double check. Yeah.
I think she is. She gotta be from one of them dog cities. I mean, them dog play like
She
she
from Somerset, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Oh, she from the tri-state, baby. Oh, see,
Somerset, New Jersey.
see, see. Oh, we
She got it
see.
in her.
Look,
It's in her blood.
see. All the
Cold.
tri-state make is dogs. Like we got her, we got Hannah. Like we got look who we got. Like come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh
Shout out
man.
Michaela Blakes,
Shout
man.
out to
That was
Michaela Blakes,
incredible.
man. Yeah, man. I'm getting me. I need to like do like a campus tour, not a tour, like a tour around like different schools and just give me a jersey from who I like. You know?
Facts. It's fun, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It's dope.
Yeah, man. We gotta hit man. We gotta hit a game or two, man. We gotta hit one. Oh, you gonna be calm, man. Damn, never mind.
We gonna make something
Yeah,
work. We
yeah,
gonna make it
yeah.
work.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
we gonna make it work.
I forgot, man. Damn, man. Texas defeats Ole Miss. They stay undefeated.
Mhm.
Score 67-64. Texas is led by another one I love, Jordan Lee, 17 points. Uh, Maddie Booker, 15 and 6, 6 assists. Cunningham, 10 points. Oleka, 8 points, 3 rebounds. And for Ole Miss, I mean, they had three players in double figures. Cody was doing her thing in the second half. She was
Mhm.
playing
Mhm.
that point guard. Lattimore, 17 points, 4 rebounds, and I don't want to say her name wrong, so I'm called T. T with 14
Gotcha.
points. T with 14
Yeah.
points. But what's your takeaway, Mel, in this game, Mel?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of those games where, in the beginning, you could just tell like Texas was on one. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
it seemed like Ole Miss in the first quarter it was competitive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of back and forths and but overall Texas just applied that defensive pressure, and they just made everything Ole Miss do difficult. I don't even think I think I remember Andrea Carter mentioning that I think Ole Miss didn't hit their first three until like the third quarter. Like everything was tough,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And Cody McMahon, I think she was like 1 for 8 in the first half. She was
Yeah.
struggling. Like I said, they wasn't able to hit anything from three. And then, like I said, second quarter, Ole Miss only had 4 points. Texas only had 14, but at the end of the day, Ole Miss only had
Mm.
4 points. They was just cold. Nothing was going through the basket. And it was, it just seemed like, okay, like Texas is gonna pull away. This is gonna be a blowout. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Ole Miss turned that into a game. You know what I'm saying? And just like
Mhm.
when you see an Ole Miss team, even when you see them like having lackadaisical quarters or looking discombobulated, sometimes it seems a bit like, like, oh, like how? Like this is a team that's built on grittiness, that toughness. You know what I'm saying? So, on the road, and like I said, they got like 8 transfers on this team. So Ole
Mhm.
Miss in general was just trying to find a way to put it together, find some chemistry, and to, develop that, rapport to where they'll be able to do some things on the road against a team like this. Of course, it's going to be tough, but I will give them credit because they fought back. That second half, that's when they started to, hit a few shots, get a couple threes. Cody McMahon turned into a monster.
Mhm.
Getting that rock, getting to the lane, and when she's strong, she's physical. I know she's playing
She's
point guard
strong.
now.
She's
She's
strong.
strong.
She's
When you
strong.
see Cody, get
She's
out the
strong.
way
She's
because I
strong.
don't know what you're gonna do to stop that. Yeah, but she continued to put the foot on the gas, got to the rim, was able to open up the floor a little bit. I also want to give a shout out to Letitia Lattimore. She had 17 and definitely ignited them on the offensive end with getting to the basket, getting some key offensive rebounds and being able to score the ball. And, they made it a game. Texas, they came out the gate and they looked good. They did what they needed to do. They was applying pressure, they were scoring the ball, but all throughout the game, I felt like Texas should have been up by like 20, but it was always like 17, 16, 15. And even though Ole Miss was playing terrible, especially in the first half, they were still within striking distance. Like, how many times have we seen teams have 15-point leads, even 20-point leads, and blow them? Leads aren't safe. You know what I'm saying? And Ole Miss is a great team. They're just dealing with a whole bunch of new players that's trying to find a rapport. So Texas, they just wasn't able to find an offensive flow. Like what Texas was doing to Ole Miss in the first half is what Ole Miss started to do to Texas in the second half. They put them clamps on. They made everything difficult. Maddie Booker wasn't able to get clean shots. Rory Harmon, it was hard for her to get in the paint because Ole Miss is big. They have big players that's physical, that's strong. Like, it was tough. Jordan Lee was able to get free a little bit. She made a big and one towards the end, and I'm definitely impressed with her game because she's somebody that's able to
Yeah.
do. She's able to score, shoot
Another one.
threes, and drive to the basket, which is something she wasn't
Mhm.
necessarily doing last year. She actually incorporated that in her game, being able to drive, being more assertive. She's going to be key to Texas winning the chip. When they get to that point and things like that. But yeah, man, listen, Cody McMahon definitely turned up, and it was tough towards the end because I know she missed some free throws towards the end when I think they was
Yeah,
down
she missed
three.
two.
She
Yeah.
missed two free throws and things like that. But listen, I'm not gonna lie. We got to give credit to Ole Miss because they definitely should have even been in that game. But shout out to them for keeping their foot on the gas. Players stepping up. On the offensive, on the rebounding element, it was 30-29. You know what I'm saying? So they did what they needed to do in the paint. It was a pretty close game. In that second half. But Texas, they got out to that big lead and they was able to sustain it. They made key buckets down the stretch. Like I said, Jordan Lee making that and one, Maddie Booker hitting like a mid range towards it, and so they was able to
Mhm.
sustain and get the dub. Texas has to be better going forward because
Mhm.
you're not being UConn. You're not like you. It's just certain things you can't have and do against a team like UConn and expect to win. So they definitely have to clean things up. But shout out to Texas for finding a way. But Ole Miss is definitely they definitely showed some heart. So I want to give them some love.
Yeah, it was definitely a fight. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was fight like I'm out of it in the first half. Like damn,
Yeah.
like I'm like damn, it's about to be a
Four
blowout. I'm
points
like
second
yeah,
quarter.
I'm like damn, like the game we picked won't be a blowout. I'm like, but then it got good.
Hmm.
I don't know about you, but I kind of like Cody like playing at one. I'm not saying like she the best right now, but
Hmm.
through more time experience playing the position. and more
Hmm.
work at it, I think she could be alright. Cause she plays the four as a natural, right? But she only 6 feet, so at the next level, she gonna be guarding these 6'4", these agent like she can't do nothing with them. So like I like
Yeah,
her, like she got a nice solid body. When she laid Jordan Lee, she twing,
yeah,
like
and one. I'm
I was
like, oh my
like, damn,
god,
she's strong. I was like, damn, she's strong. Like, damn, that lady's strong,
she's
man.
a mismatch problem.
Definitely, yo, definitely. But yeah, but like you said, you pretty much hit it on the nail. Like Texas, like there was another player that I like again, Jordan Lee. Like I like her
Jordan
game.
Lee,
Yeah, I like her
yeah.
game. I just love her game. I
Mhm.
think Madison Booker next step is that 3 point. She was over three today. Um, she did hit a couple. She had like that midi in the fourth quarter. She hit to
Yeah.
put them up by like 5, and then give them a little breathing room.
Mhm.
Odeka was solid defensively.
Mhm.
Um, Roy Harmon, she was okay. She wasn't her best
Yeah,
today.
pedestrian
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Wasn't her best. 5 turnovers. Wasn't her best.
yeah.
I've seen her better. They
Mhm.
was up by 17, and then they got like so they got bored or something. They got bored with it, and it was like, and then when
Yeah.
Cody McMahon started going crazy, and they came back, it was like, oh, all right, like,
Yeah.
but this is what these teams need. Like these teams need this that little kick in the butt where it's like,
Little
all right,
challenge.
yeah, like we gotta, cause like if that's anybody else, they might beat us. So little kick in the butt.
Mhm.
They gonna be all right. Texas team, this Texas team, they gonna be all right, man. I didn't know.
They built
What's
the one.
funny that I didn't even know. I don't know why, but I didn't even know like Lee was even on the team last year. I'm like, yo, like, did she
She
transfer into
was.
some? Like, but I'm like, oh, she was on the team last year. She all right, but
Then she used to come off the bench, I think, because
probably
Shea
I think
Holly used
so.
to start. Shea Holly
Yeah,
used to start, and then Jordan Lee
yeah.
used to come off the bench.
Facts. And then this year, when I think about Texas, right, that they're different. As far as like, cause last year Rory was there, but she was coming off that injury, so she wasn't
Mhm.
like, and she was saying it today as well. Like she wasn't, even though she was back, you're
Mhm.
not really back until like a couple of years, cause like you still kind of like scared that damn, like if I land wrong, I might tear that
Re-aggravated.
again. I might do that again. So
Yeah.
like she wasn't back yet, and this. She looks back.
Mhm.
And Jordan looks great. Madison looks like Madison. She's
Mhm.
this year she's taking a step up as a playmaker.
Mhm.
She's now making the right reads when teams are sending help. She's making the right reads and making them pay.
Mhm.
I just think, just like last year, I just think Texas, as far as they don't make, they don't like shoot the ball as well. From three.
Yeah, not
Today, two,
consistently.
yeah, yeah, 2 for 11. Like
Yeah.
good thing Ole Miss shot 2 for 12, but like
Yeah.
2 for 11, it's like it's
Not being UConn like
yeah,
that.
and that was one player, and that was Jordan Lee. So like everybody else was over. So and you're gonna need like last year. I was like, yo, if they run into a team that just happen to get hot and they go on a big run and they get a lead
Mhm.
over them, it might be hard for them to claw back, because it's hard to claw back when you just scoring
Taking
tools all
twos.
day. You just
Yeah.
taking tools. Yeah, like it's hard to claw back when you just taking tools. But other than that, impressed with Cody. Like I said at that one, of course, I don't think she's there yet. Of course not. But I think
Mhm.
with more time and experience, and, her working at it, over the
Mhm.
over the off season and even during the season, and then going into the league, I think she could be either if not a one or two, a secondary ball handler.
Yeah.
Strong, strong body. That
She ended off on
man,
a great
yeah.
note though. So
Mm.
where it's just like, yo, all we got to do is just get off to like a better start and like find a
Hmm.
way to like, figure out where her teammates is going to be on the court. Ole Miss is definitely going to be a problem because defensively they're a menace and they could get at it. It's just like, can they produce enough offense consistently to get it done? And in the second half, they showed that they can. Like I said, it's like 8 different transfers. They're just gonna take some time to figure it out, but they got the potential. So
Facts. So yeah, Coach L doing a good job over there.
shout out Coach Hill. Yeah, shout out Coach
Yeah,
Hill.
Coach L doing a good job. So yeah, Texas stays undefeated. South Carolina
Hmm.
defeats the Florida Gators 74-63. They now move up to 15-1. Led by Medina Cope, 12 points, 17 rebounds. Raven Johnson, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Tessa Johnson didn't shoot the ball well, but 15 points, three threes, 6 rebounds. For Florida, McGill, I love her game too, man. Two-way
Mhm.
player too at that. 18 points. Reynolds, 12 points, and this year, Dakic. I don't want to say her name. I'm sorry.
Elijah
Yeah, yeah,
Doncic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dakic. D.
Yeah.
D. 10, D with 10 points.
M M
Yeah.
M M. Respectfully, we don't want to say nobody's names
yeah,
wrong. That's all.
yeah, with 10 points. They another no rebounds, no rings. South Carolina, 59 to 36.
Goodness.
Okay, but they did turn the ball over 21 times. But lucky for them, they was playing Florida. But what you like, Mel, about this game?
Yeah, I mean, in the first half, I will say I liked, well, not just in the first half. Overall, I liked Florida's fight because they definitely made that game competitive.
Hmm.
I feel like in the beginning it was like, oh, like the way Florida is moving, they seemed like the more athletic team, the faster team, the quicker team, just the way they were just like getting at it on defensively, offensively. So I liked the matchup just in terms of like, okay, like they look like they can, contain South Carolina and all across the game. Like, it's not like it was a blowout. Like this was competitive from start to finish. And, Florida definitely did miss some chances to tie this game
Yeah,
up or even take the lead towards the end, which definitely hurt. But yeah, first half, Liv McGill definitely was being aggressive. I like, and even I think there was a play where I think she had missed the open layup, and then she was like went back and was looked at her team, was like, "Yo, let's go," and that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like you need a leader to be able to be like, "Yo, we're not afraid of South Carolina. Like we know Dawn Staley, we know that they South Carolina is one of the ones, but this is our home court. Like we could beat them too." You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So I feel like overall they definitely played with heart. Liv McGill had 18 points, 7 rebounds. But I just feel like overall they didn't get enough. I feel like, players was able to chip in, but against a team like South Carolina, you're gonna need somebody to have a big game. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Liv herself could have had, more of a fit,
hmm
a better game in terms of like being more
Yeah.
assertive, finding ways to get her shot. But South Carolina, that defense, is definitely tough. From a South Carolina standpoint, I would like to say, shout out to Raven Johnson, man. 17 points. She was 4 for 11, but like how I'm gonna keep preaching, I love when Raven Johnson is aggressive, hitting them pull up shots, attacking the rim, being assertive, being a offensive threat. South Carolina needs that in order for them to go far. Joyce Edwards seemed like she didn't have her normal average game, that we're typical
Yeah, she
of her
struggled.
saying, you know what I'm saying? She struggled a bit, but I'm gonna give Florida credit, you know what I'm saying? Like Florida played good defense. It was times where Joyce had one-on-one matchups, but the defender was able to contain her and kind of, cause her to get out of rhythm. So she did end up with 11 points solid. Medina Ocott 12 points. I feel like she's definitely, like I said, she's a mismatch nightmare.
Yeah.
But I feel like her game definitely could use a bit more fine tuning because there's times where she does miss a lot of like close layups around the rim, and free throw shooting needs to improve and things like that. I know that's something that she's gonna work on and get better at. But against Florida, she did what she had to do. Tessa Johnson, was able to get some shots up and score the ball. She wasn't efficient, but she did what she had to do. Maddie McDaniel came in the game and did some solid things. But overall, man, it's crazy because South Carolina turned the ball over more than Florida, and they won
Hmm.
by 11. And it's like, from a South Carolina standpoint, they did what they needed to do against Florida. Like, yes, this is a game where we expected them to win. But if South Carolina is thinking about trying to make a Final Four, but when a chip even get to like Final Four, they have to clean up these turnovers. The thing that, and like I said, tonight Robinson wasn't there as well, so we want to be mindful of that as well. That's another 20-point score that could light it up. You know what I'm saying? But just in general, South Carolina has been struggling with turnovers all season long, and against the elite of the elites, you got to be careful because this was a close game throughout. You know what I'm saying? And like in the second half, I think it was 66-60. I think I'm trying to let me remember her name. It was a I think yeah, it was Alexa. I think it was Alexa who missed a wide open layup.
Get a layup.
Missed
Yeah,
a
yeah,
missed
yeah,
a
yeah.
wide open layup that could
Layup.
have cut it
Yeah,
down to
yeah,
4.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
South
yeah.
Carolina turned the ball over.
Yeah,
Florida
yep.
came down, turned the ball over. It was like 3
Yep.
possessions in a row where Florida had a chance and they didn't
Uh-huh.
capitalize. And that's just an experience that just shows you that it's levels. But from a South Carolina standpoint, that has me like a little bit nervous because it's like, yo, like this team was in striking distance. They just wasn't experienced enough to get over the top. So South Carolina definitely has things to clean up. They did win the game. You know what I'm saying? We want to give them credit. They made the plays down the stretch. But yeah, Florida fought, and we can't get mad at that. They competed, and that's what we want to see. So shout out to Florida, shout out to Liv for trying to do what she does. But South Carolina is just too much power tonight, and the better team wins.
Yeah, very, very sloppy game. 41
Yeah,
turnovers combined. Very
crazy.
sloppy. I think they had like double digits in the first quarter. I was like, Lord have mercy, man. But
Yeah,
very sloppy.
yeah.
Like I thought it'd be more high scoring, but turn the ball over, you can't score. But I
Hmm.
mean, Florida did. I mean, look, coming out of this game, the pluses for Florida, they did hold South Carolina average, I think, 92 points. They only scored 74 tonight.
Hmm.
That's a plus right there.
Hmm.
Like you said, they had opportunities to take the lead, tie it up. They had the lead, I think, in the second quarter for a little bit. Like
Hmm.
they had opportunities. It was
Yeah.
there. They didn't take them.
Yep.
They either missed layups or turned the ball over, or
Hmm.
and then like I mean, they was pressuring South Carolina. They was like trying to get out in a fast break. But the biggest issue why they lost today was probably the rebounds. Like South Carolina was getting a bunch of second chances. Like damn, it's like so
Yeah.
that killed you. Like I said, 59 to 30 to
36. Yeah,
36.
that's crazy.
That's 23 a 23 differential right there, right there. So you're not
Yeah.
gonna win. Like if you give a team as good as South Carolina 2 or 3 cracks at getting the basket, they're gonna score. So and Florida just keep it a buck. They ain't got enough. It's the reason they're not ranked. It's a reason. They're not ranked. Liv McGill is their best player. But you knew coming in like she's the head of the snake. We're gonna put Raven on her and then have a bunch of help if she whatever, and then make everybody else beat us.
Mm.
And so I live McGill and Reynolds and E. Nobody wasn't in double figures. Like
Yeah.
at the starting five, 2 points, 4 points, 8 points.
Yeah.
So it wasn't much to worry about. It just lived
Yeah.
basically. So I knew they was going to win. I was just hoping that it was just a closer game than what we thought it would be, and it was because the spread was like
Yeah.
30, and they won by 11, so it was a closer game than it was. So
Mhm.
but I'm gonna say on the bright side, they had plenty of opportunities to beat this South Carolina team. They just didn't,
They
didn't
had
do
him.
it.
Yeah, they
They
had him.
had they
They
had
had
them.
him.
They just gotta you gotta make shots and stop turning the ball over. And you gotta when a shot goes up, you gotta put a body on somebody and box them out. Box them out. Like they should be doing box out drills all next practice. Like
Find the
just
body. Don't just
box
jump.
out.
Find
Yeah,
the body box
find a
before you
body.
jump.
Yeah, like I know Medina. Don't get me wrong, Medina is huge. Like she's 6'7",
Yeah.
6'6". So she is huge. So like I understand why she had
Yeah.
17 tonight, but for somebody like Joyce don't rebound well against like good rebounding teams. Tonight she had 10. So Tessa had I don't know how much she averaged, but she had 6. But they did a great job on Tessa, 4 for 16. So like they did a good job defensively. They just couldn't close it out. That's why when I hear people like talk down on rebounding, it's like, bro, what you mean? Rebound is very important to win a game. Like it either
Especially.
gives you extra possessions or it
Hmm.
closes out a defensive possession. So like you gotta rebound the
Hmm.
ball. Like so
Have to.
yeah. So all that people saying, oh, whoever just rebound, no, you need that. That's great. We would love that. I need me a great rebounder that just like so. Yeah. But other than that, the game went how I thought it would. How I thought it would go. I hope it would go. South Carolina moves to what I said, 15-1. Florida moves falls to 12-5. Um, yeah, man. But great day. It's a great day in sports hoops, man. Mel, before
Yeah,
we get
great
out of
day.
here though, I need
Hmm.
tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first day on Rival, so we need a couple picks. We need a couple picks from you, man. Rolly not here right
Copy.
now, so
Copy. Copy.
all right. So we gonna go. All right. So before we give out these picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please be responsible. Do not no you don't use the rent money. Don't use the any kind of bill money. Don't use the baby money, baby milk money.
Right.
Just use the money. If you got money that you could afford to lose, that's the money you use. Do not use the
Mm-hmm.
bill money, please. All right. So first game, Mel, we got Miss against Hive.
Mm-hmm.
Miss are 2.5 favorites. So now, do you think the Miss will win by 3, or the Hive will either win or lose by less than 3?
I think the Hive will win or lose by 3. Yeah.
3. All right. Vinyl. You think Vinyl will win or lose by less than 2, or Laces will win by 2, 2 plus,
I think the Laces win by 2 plus.
2 plus. All right. Rose. You think Rose will win by 2, or Luna Owls will win or lose by less than 2?
I would say Rose because Fee got. I don't think Fee
Yeah,
is
yeah,
playing. I
yeah.
think she's
Fee
out.
out, Fee out. So yeah,
Yeah, so that it's hard for me to, anything is possible. But I'm gonna go Rose. Let's go with
Rose.
Rose. Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, Breeze. Breeze. You think Breeze will win by 2, or Phantom will win or lose by less than 2?
I think Breeze is gonna put on. That's a
Uh,
young team. Paige,
huh?
Dominique, they ain't playing. I'm telling y'all.
All right, so you got Hive, you got Laces, Rose, and Breeze.
Yeah, big. Yep. Hmm.
That's Mel.
That's what we
That's
going
Mel.
with.
Yeah, that's what we going with. That's 4 picks. I'm gonna put it in. Hopefully tomorrow, Mel make us some money. You heard?
Oh
Uh,
man,
boy, yeah, shout out to y'all for showing love. We gonna,
appreciate y'all.
appreciate y'all. Y'all went crazy on that last video.
Yeah, that
You
video with
know,
Malaysia. Yeah,
yeah,
appreciate you. Y'all ran it up. Lord have mercy.
yeah.
Woke up. I was like, oh, we got 1,000 more. 1,000 more. Love it, man.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so
yeah,
much.
yeah, hell yeah, man. Keep us in the algorithm, man. We love it. We love when y'all crazy, like just keep it respectful.
Keep it love. Keep it
Yeah, keep it
peace.
love. It's all good, it's all good, man. But we also that video also on YouTube. We did our most views ever, 1.6K. Shout out to y'all again. Love. Keep running this up. Keep
Love, love,
keep subscribing. We gonna keep
love, and
pushing this women's
engaging.
game.
Yeah.
Keep pushing this game. But that's that. Love y'all. Subscribe to the
Appreciate
pod.
y'all, man.
Follow us on all socials. Follow our personal pages and all that. Show love, man.
Shit,
Like
everybody
that.
that you know,
Mm,
friends, family, women's basketball, women's sports is here, man. Show love, spread love. It's the only way.
facts. Facts. And like that, we out of here.